State of New California, notice to all Californians, Chapter 2, Grievance 12, July 14, 2020, was the original read. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Section 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The counties of New California State brought forward 95 Chapter 1 grievances between January 2018 and November 2019. On April 28, 2020, New California will issue 95 additional Chapter 2 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Chapter 2, Grievance 12, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive, when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, and papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Order of the day. The dictator has no clothes. California governor removes all doubt. Naked totalitarianism is always hidden. It's rare indeed when the face of a totalitarian dictator shows itself to the public. For dictators, it's a sizing issue, as in sizing up those you want to control. For Americans, it's an issue of God-given rights. Dictators are most comfortable well hidden in the darkness, well out of sight of public view, coming into view when it is time to exert unlawful edicts and commands. So it is with the naked dictatorship of California's governor, who is never seen in public except under the most scripted and controlled circumstances. When he was inaugurated, the event took place in a white tent surrounded by his criminal cronies. The public was excluded by fences, armed guards, and thuggish ghouls dressed in black. When the governor has a press conference, there are no reporters present in the room, only a minder who relays carefully scripted questions from friendly reporters to the dictator. Once again, the public is not invited and not seen. The fact that the dictator governor of California to date has never been seen in public as the state governor. It's obvious he hates the people he serves, as his actions speak louder than words, as the dictator has now brought the state to near collapse financially, culturally, and socially with his outrageous, unlawful commands and edicts. The governor of California has issued additional executive orders, including closures of restaurants, wineries, tasting rooms, movie theaters, family entertainment centers, zoos, museums, card rooms, and bars in 19 counties. The governor exempted Napa County, where he owns Plump Jack Winery. Plump Jack Winery was financed in part by Gordon Getty and Nancy Pelosi. Even more egregious is the governor is allowing casinos to remain open where there are literally tens of thousands of people daily in California not socially distancing and in close contact with each other while they gamble. According to Katie Grimes of the California Globe, the governor says COVID-19 is not going away anytime soon, and Californians must adopt to new behaviors to slow the spread. However, California's mortality rate attributable to COVID-19 is quite low in a state of 40 million residents compared to other much smaller states. But what are the numbers, and why is the governor shutting businesses back down so quickly after they recently reopened? With testing for COVID-19 going up exponentially, positive tests are also going up, but negative tests are showing up in much higher numbers. Newsom continues to focus on the surge and spike in positive test results, which according to physicians don't actually mean that much. While businesses are forced to close again, the governor is also planning on letting another 8,000 inmates out of prison by the end of the month. End quote. The United States citizens of California are coming to the realization that when the governor refers to surge or spike, he's referring to the waves of illegal foreign nationals who are COVID positive, and he is invited into California hospitals. Katie Grimes continues, quote, "Many in the state are critical of how the governor has used the coronavirus to change society and destroy the state's economy, all while shedding the Constitution. It is inevitable that this business lockdown has become more and more political when you look at who is controlling politics in California." An epidemiologist told California Globe, "Every constitutional officer in the state is a Democrat. The legislature has a super Democrat majority, and the governor is a Democrat who admitted that he was using the coronavirus to advance the left's agenda." End quote. When the Founding Fathers came together to write the Constitution, they knew that the people with their God-given rights were responsible for the government, and they were very concerned that the people would be compromised by a government in which one of the three branches of government would be more powerful than another, thus throwing the entire power balance of the three co-equal branches into a tailspin. The Founding Fathers knew that with one branch weakened, there would be a collapse of the three branches altogether into a one-power system known as a dictatorship. The Founding Fathers dreaded the moment like this for the states and put into the Constitution methods to deal with a dictator such as seen now in California. The Founders' answer was the making of a new state found in the New State Clause of the U.S. Constitution, Article 4, Section 3. Article 4, Section 3 has only been utilized on 3 occasions in the formation of all 50 states. The last time Article 4, Section 3 was utilized was at the start of the Civil War in 1861 with the formation of West Virginia. New California State Movement has for over 5 years been utilizing Article 4, Section 3 to form a new state in direct defiance of the California dictator, just like the Founding Fathers had planned. New Californians will not comply. California governor is a pusillanimous, craving dictator whose words and actions are a grave danger to all U.S. citizens living in California while the state continues to operate outside the authorities of the U.S. Constitution, violating Article 4, Section 4, and Article 6, the First and Fourth Amendments. For New Californians, it is our God-given right, it is our duty to protect our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, and our Bill of Rights with all means necessary from a craven dictator. All dictators come to a point in their reign of terror where they are laid bare, they are exposed, they are naked for the world to see. California's governor is now at a point where his edicts are meaningless, ineffective, and are not being followed by the people. We request the President of the United States to act immediately to remedy these abuses by the establishment of the new California state. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor dictator, and monoparty system, along with the local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive instituted wherever the current socialist governor dictator has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States which secures our liberty and freedom. Application of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor dictator of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 or the Emergency Economic Powers Act to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com, phone number 877-828-2753.